In the heart of the Nubian desert, 800 kilometers south of the Giza pyramids, lies one of the most astonishing discoveries in African archaeology, Nabta Playa, an ancient natural basin that, over 5,000 years ago, hosted an astronomical complex built by nomadic pastoral communities. Every summer, when the temporary lakes filled the Nabta Playa depression, communities from hundreds of kilometers away gathered here. It was not just a place for survival, but a cultural meeting point, a social laboratory where knowledge, herding techniques, and ritual traditions were exchanged. This is travel in history, where every mystery has a story, and every story hides a deeper secret. Join us as we explore strange facts, dark legends, and the questions no one dares to ask. If you're curious, brave, and love a good mystery, you're in the right place. Subscribe and let the journey begin. It was at this crossroads of peoples that the first concepts of a sacred space linked to the sky emerged. Around the 6th millennium BCE, when the Sahara was still green and full of seasonal lakes, groups of herders began gathering here during the rainy season. Geological analyses show that this region provided water and pastures, creating conditions for one of the earliest forms of ceremonial organization in prehistoric Africa. Between 5,500 and 4,500 BCE, these herders built stone structures precisely aligned with the cycles of the sky. The most impressive sight is the so-called stone circle, a ring of upright slabs arranged with remarkable precision. Studies conducted by Fred Wendorf and Schild in the 1990s showed that the central alignment of the circle coincides with the summer solstice. The stones form a corridor that points to the exact spot where the sun rose on the longest day of the year, revealing a surprising understanding of celestial movements. In addition to the main circle, Nabta Playa preserves monoliths up to 2 meters tall, burial mounds, ceremonial enclosures, and rows of stones pointing southeast. Some of these structures seem connected to the star Sirius, particularly important in Nilotic cultures, and may represent a proto-ritual system linked to the return of the rainy season. The presence of carefully buried cattle bones suggests that these communities revered animals considered sacred and associated with fertility. Archaeologists have also documented underground complexes made of large stone slabs, interpreted as ritual spaces reserved for small groups of initiates. Radiocarbon dating of organic remains found in the archaeological layers indicates the main use of the site between 7,500 and 3,800 BCE, with the peak of cultural development between 5,500 and 4,800 BCE. This makes Nabta Playa one of the oldest known astronomical structures in the world, at least 1,500 years older than Stonehenge. Astronomical models developed by McKim Malville indicate that the site's alignments were designed to mark seasonal cycles essential for the survival of the herders, such as livestock migrations and transhumance. When the Sahara began to desertify rapidly around 4000 BCE, the communities of Nabta Playa moved toward the Nile Valley, taking with them technical and symbolic knowledge that may have influenced the early Predynastic cultures of southern Egypt. Similarities in cattle management, bovine rituals, and some practices of the Egyptian Hathor cult suggest an ancient cultural link. Although the precise origins of this transmission are not yet fully defined, many scholars agree that Nabta Playa represents one of the earliest documented examples of structured astronomical thinking in Africa. Today, the site appears as a flat, silent desert, but beneath the sand lies a millennia-old archive of techniques, symbols, and celestial observations. It is a testament to societies that, long before the Great Nile civilizations, recorded the movements of the stars and built monuments to orient themselves in time. The remaining stones, weathered by the wind, still indicate the path of the sun as they did thousands of years ago. Nabta Playa demonstrates that ancient African history is far deeper and more sophisticated than often believed, and that the desert still preserves traces of peoples capable of reading the sky and shaping the land with mastery. If you know more or have theories, let us know in the comments. We read them all. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries like this one.